Hello friends and welcome back to my channel. I'm Cinderellimouse and today we're looking at the Crystal Creations stuff pack courtesy of the EA Creator Network. Very excited for this pack. It's just my cup of tea. It's the kind of content I really love. But first of all, we're going to have a quick look at Cass and what's new. The Goth family are going to help me out with this. This is the Goth family from my own personal game. And we've got this extra person as well so that we can have a look at the new aspiration and things like that. So if I jump in here, there is a new aspiration. It's under nature and it's the Crystal Crafter aspiration. It says the sim wants to cook gemstones, craft jewelry and harness the power of crystals. I kind of was expecting to find it under creativity because in my head kind of jewelry making is a creative project, hobby, but it does make sense for it to be under nature as well because obviously the icon for nature is this big diamond, so it makes perfect sense. It's kind of all bundled in together. It would be nice, I think, if it had been it makes sense because the skill that comes with this pack is gemology. It's all about gemstones and the properties of gemstones and understanding the power of them and harnessing that rather than it being something that is more creative focused, even though it is creative. I don't know, it would have been nice to have two aspirations, but I'm very happy it comes with one. It doesn't come with any new traits from what I can see, unless I'm being really blind and just not seeing them at all. Underneath the likes and dislikes, if you go to activities, there is a new gemology activity as well that you can go ahead and like or hate. Thank you, mystery person. I am now going to delete you. So here we are with the beautiful Bella Goth. This is the original version of Bella Goth with my makeover. And let's have a look at what's new in Cass. So if we go to hair, we have some new female hairs. This one is super cute. It really suits her actually. Like she looks kind of 80s, kind of like 90s, I'd say. She just looks... She's just stunning. Like original Bella is goals, right? Like that is absolutely gorgeous on her. Let's have a look at some of the different coloured hairs as well, just to kind of get an idea. That hair is super duper cute. I really like that. Like that is so nice. Like she's so hot. I think that was a original colour, right? Should we make it darker? There we go. And then you also get this like more colourful version as well with this kind of swipe at the front. Just kind of show you a few colour variations on that one. I'm never too much of a fan of these kind of like very vibrant overcoloured hairs. I kind of wish we had some more pastel colours, something a little bit more muted, but they are cool, and if you're into that kind of thing, like amazing. I know my eldest would love these. We also get a new curly hair, which I'm so excited about because I think the Sims team are getting better and better at doing curly hairs, and like I like to have my hair curly, so a new curly hair is always very welcome. Let me just kind of click off that so we can get a better version of it. It's got this really cute clip in the back as well. I think it's very pretty, very attractive. I like this kind of like side swoof as well. I really love that. Let's have a look at the greying colours. That's quite a nice grey. I like that it's kind of like in patches. I do think they could improve the greying hairs a little bit. I wish that they were a bit more grey at the sides and the front. You know, a little bit more graduated, a little bit more like natural greying. That's kind of ongoing feedback that I have for the Sims team. That one's really good. See how it's kind of grey at the side here? That's kind of a bit more realistic to me. Be nice, I think, with it being a little bit of a magical feeling if they had kind of like a wizard stripe in the front, you know, like a grey stripe. That would have been really cool. And then some of the brighter colours, that's stunning. I would say that this looks a tiny bit too shiny for my liking. I think I would have liked it to be more of a matte texture. Yeah, nice to get some more textured hairs. This is another one of those with like the little crystal clip in the back. Yeah, just a very cute kind of neat, sleek style there. I think that would be nice as formal wear. Yeah, I love that. Like, I like the hairs in this pack. I think they've done a good job with the hairs. And then this one here, and I love this as well, when you get like the rings in the hair. That is very cool, very hipster. I like that a lot. That'll be great if you're doing any kind of like fantasy role play. I could definitely see it with like elf ears, you know. I really love that. The hairs are amazing and she looks stunning. Let's jump across to Mortimer and see if there's any like guy hairs. So the guy gets like the swoops as well. Mortimer, he looks so dapper. Sir, you look incredible. Are there any new facial hairs? I don't think so. Here we go. Yeah, so no new facial hairs, unfortunately. Sorry, Mortimer, you're not getting a new moustache with this pack. But yeah, I really like, that's a really nice hairstyle for men. I do feel like we've seen similar things, but it does feel new and it does feel different. I do like that a lot. And then with this patch in the front as well, it's a little bit emo, I think. It's a little bit MySpace. It reminds me of kind of like that scene. And then they get this kind of tied up hipster hair as well, which is just incredible. I think that'll be great for spellcasters. In fact, let me just quickly grab like Morgan Ember. I feel like this is their vibe. So let's just quickly click on Morgan Ember and kind of see what things look like on them. Like, it really suits. I think I would kind of want to give them more of a Nastarian look and kind of make it a little bit more blonde grey. Let's just match hair. Like, actually, let's go ahead and like make that a little bit darker. I don't know, that's not really working for, there we go, that one works. Like, yes, we love it, looks amazing. That one looks a little bit like an egg with an egg yolk. I don't know if I like that colour combination very much, but this as well, incredible. Like, yes to that. I kind of want to give him elf ears, but I feel like I'm getting like too deep into it. Let's go ahead and actually I kind of want to do it. Can we give them elf ears? Is that a thing? Am I imagining? Yes, I can give him elf ears. Let's go ahead and look at this. He looks great. Like Morgan Ember with the elf ears and that hair looks incredible. Like, I love that so much. It's such a good look. Okay, jumping back over to Mortimer. So of course you can always take off the masculine filter, and if you want to go ahead and give them, oh my god, how good does he look with long hair? I love long hair on men. Like, how good does he look? He looks like he's gonna do some kind of, I don't know, magic trick wizard show. I don't know. He looks kind of like, you know, the kind of illusionists, like the paranormal expert illusionist. He kind of has that kind of vibe. I love it. I'm leaving it on him. Like, that's canon now. That's just his hair. Okay. Taking things a bit more seriously, jumping back to Bella, let's go ahead and look at hats. So no new hats. Oh, actually, I forgot to look at the children. I'm so sorry, guys. Like, call me EA, call me Maxis. I forgot to look at the children. Oh, so Mortimer's got new hair as well. Very, very cute. That really, sorry, Alexander. So Alexander's got some new hair as well, and that looks so cute on him with his little glasses. I adore it. Very, very, very cute. And let's have a look at little Pandora here. So this is their child in my save. She's not canon, but no new hairs for Pandora, unfortunately. I'm sorry, Pandora, you got left out. So no new hats for Bella. Any new hats for Mortimer? Let's have a quick look. New hats, new hats, new hats. No new hats for Mortimer. Nope. And I don't know why there would be hats for toddlers if there wasn't hats for any other ages, but let's just have a quick look. No, 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 no. New accessories for the head. No new accessories for the head for toddlers. It looks like toddlers have kind of been left out a little bit. Would have been nice to have got like a little pair of stud earrings, I think, for toddlers, because, you know, culturally, that's a thing that some people like to do. Oh, so children do have them though. Oh, that is such a shame that children have them and like toddlers don't. Oh my goodness. I've not got an infant, unfortunately, but I'm gonna go ahead and assume that if toddlers don't have them, then infants won't have them. Maybe I can check that at the end. Okay, so jewelry for the head region for female adults. You do get these really very, very cute hoop earrings. I like these a lot. I do kind of like the fine, delicate jewelry, and you get these in a lot of different colours. So I was actually expecting, similar to Nifty Knitting, how with Nifty Knitting you can see everything in cast, but you can't make it unless you create it or buy it and add it to your wardrobe. I was expecting to be able to see everything you could create in cast, and they haven't taken that approach, but they have given us a few things that you can have kind of straight off the mark. I think that one's a really nice one for these kind of kind of red and silver earrings. They suit her a lot. And there's also, this is very nice. I actually really like this. Oh, these are created by, oh, I see. So the base game items are created by a CC creator, Aretha B, who is a very popular custom content creator in the Sims community. So they've gone ahead and given us a few options for base game, not for base game. They've gone ahead and given us a few options for cast straight off the mark, if that's what you're interested in. And these are very pretty. I do actually really like this kind of jewelry myself, so I really do appreciate these. I like these a lot. They're kind of very delicate and fine. Very pretty. I think they suit Bella beautifully. So let's hop over to Mortimer and just see if there's any options for guys as well. Yeah, we get the same options for guys. So he is wearing his kind of collar thing, but you do get the same earrings and necklace for guys base game too. So that is cool as well. Okay, so let's have a look at the full body clothing. Let's start with Mortimer. I love this. I love this so much. How many options does he have? What has he got going on for him here? So yeah, let's just jump in and give him this. I love this. This is so kind of hipster. It's so, I love that it hasn't got a top underneath. I really like this. Very hipster, very trendy. And very nice colours as well. Like that kind of cream and beige is really nice. Like we get to see some of Mortimer's fuzz here, which I appreciate. Yeah, the colour tones on this are very muted. This is very much my cup of tea. Really like this. Very nice cardigan. In the UK we call this a cardigan. There's no full body outfits for men, but there are some pants. Let's just have a look at these. Again, I feel like maybe they're not too bad actually. I was going to complain because of like the seams. I'm so sick of like men's pants in the game having too many seams on, but this actually feels okay. They are quite a skinny fit. They do feel a little bit hipstery. They do feel a little bit like, I guess the pockets are like where you put your gemstones. You can't fit many gemstones in your pockets though, unfortunately, because they are quite a tight fit. I think you would have to really ram them in there. They're quite nice. Not my favourite pair of pants in the world, but they are quite wearable. I could definitely see this I could definitely see myself using these. Yeah, just a bog standard pair of pants. Again, I do feel like maybe too many seams for my taste. I don't know, maybe I'm going to put those ones on him. And we do get some new boots as well with these. These are really quite cool actually. I think again these would be great for spellcasters, probably good for like cowboys as well. I could definitely see some of your wild, what they called, horse ranch sims wearing these. I do wish I could zoom in on the shoes to kind of show you those a little bit better. I kind of like the metal bits on them. I think they look very cool. I think they look very modern. I think they look very trendy, and they do fit quite nicely with those kind of 3/4 length pants, which again I kind of prefer pants to come all the way down to the bottom. Let's go to accessories. So you get some rings. This is base game. This is by Maxis, and I can show you this with a bit more detail, I think. Oh, it's for the right hand as well. That's brilliant, because what I find in the game is that we have too much jewelry, too many rings for the left hand, and then not enough for the right hand. So I'm glad that that's a right hand item. Yeah. It gives me more choice for like each hand, because of course as well, like on this hand, like it's your engagement ring, so you don't really want to replace that if your sim's married, so you've kind of got all your rings will be on like these two fingers basically. So yeah, I'm glad that they've kind of added some right hand jewelry. And you get this in 4 color swatches. I'm sad that they don't have more of a kind of like an old bronze, you know, like a weathered kind of antique bronze colour, because that is my favourite metal colour in the game. So sad that they've missed that. I'm not a fan of rose gold, for example. I feel like maybe we could have done with a few more swatches. We're also getting this set of rings here as well by Aretha B. So that's pretty cool. Let's have a quick look at this. So I guess this is set as an engagement ring. If you wanted kind of a layered kind of matching engagement and wedding ring, you have that here. And that comes in a really good range of colours. Really nice. I don't really want to replace his engagement ring, but I'm going to leave that on him for now. Okay, so that is a couple of the male cast assets. Let's go ahead and have a look at some of the others. Again, very much my style. This looks very hipster, like very casual. I really, really like this. I think it's very, very wearable. It's realistic. The colours, again, are nice and muted, so it's not kind of like weird, overwhelming, hard to match colours. Like, this is very, very nice. I do like this, and I probably will use this item quite often. I could see it on someone like Knox Greenberg as well. I think it'd really suit Knox. I do feel like the button could pop out a little bit more rather than that looking a little bit flat, but it's nice. Let's just kind of get rid of his hair a second as well. Let's put a different hair on him for this one. And you get, yeah, the hood's quite nicely sculpted too. Like, I like how it fits quite close to the back. It doesn't stick out too much. Yeah, nice. I like that. It doesn't look, I don't think it suits Mortimer as well as it would suit Knox, but yeah, I like the top. It's a nice item. Okay, so we've got this kind of like black on black top here, kind of like this grey black undershirt. Oh, that's quite a nice one. This kind of reminds me of like Inky on Arrivals a little bit. That is quite nice. Again, I do like that they've gone for kind of like paler colours. I'm not sure I'm convinced on the texture of the shirt underneath. I do like it when they add texture. I'm just not quite sure what that texture is supposed to be. It looks like quite a heavy fabric. Maybe it's supposed to be like a heavy cotton or linen. I'm not quite sure. This isn't my favourite piece, but again, it is quite wearable. I probably use it for Sims who want to go and explore Granite Falls or something. Yeah, it's okay. I like the little, one detail that I want to kind of pick out that I quite like is this kind of cross-stitch detail on the pockets. I think that's quite a cute little attention to detail moment. And the little zip pocket as well. Again, you know, shove a few crystals in there. Yeah, it is quite nicely made. I do quite like this notch detail in the back and this little hook. Yeah, it's an okay item, just not my favourite in terms of style. Let's have a quick look at this one. Now this is much more Mortimer. They do have this nice kind of linen texture to the undershirt. I like that it's slim fitting without looking too constricted and tight. Sometimes I find waistcoats in the game can look a little bit too small, and this has the proportions quite nice. I love that we've got a new check. I really wish that they'd given us like checked pants. I'm craving checked pants. I think we only have a couple of pairs in the entire game, and I really, really want it for my like academic Sims. So I do like this kind of checked pattern. Let's have a look at some of the colour options. Yeah, this is really nice. Again, it does really suit Mortimer. It has this kind of dark academia feel. This looks like more of a denim texture on the kind of blue swatches, which I think is quite nice. It is looking a little bit like my feedback on that, again, as somebody who really appreciates texture, the texture on that is a bit too much. I'd have gone for maybe a rib or a different texture on it rather than this almost the same texture to both. I'd have kind of had it on one or not the other. It kind of looks a little bit like overkill almost. That is very nice. The texture on these two looks very expensive. Like this looks like wedding attire, you know, like you go and get like expensive wedding attire, kind of like luxury fabrics. That looks very expensive and nicely tailored. I really, really like the swatches on that one. This kind of black though, I think again it looks a bit too, it almost looks a bit too close in terms of colour and texture. It doesn't, and then I think it just kind of shows up the difference in colour a little bit too much there. Not super keen on that combination. And again, I personally wouldn't match like silver buttons, like silver studs with brown buttons. So I'm not a fan of every single swatch, but some of them are very, very nice. And I do appreciate that they've gone for a bit more texture because that is always a good call in my book. I think it looks like more like a Maxis item rather than a CC item when you get a decent bit of texture. And some of those colours are very, very nice. I like that one a lot. Okay, so I kind of wish there was a few more checks to pick from though. Yeah, I think I'll leave that one on in. That's very Mortimer. Okay, let's jump over to women's wear. So are there any full body outfits for women? Of course they are. There always are for women and not so much for men, which is a bit of a shame, but let's jump in and see what we've got. That is very nice. She's so curvy, guys. Oh my goodness, like Barbie goals, right? She's so gorgeous. So I love that. That is the sort of thing that I would wear myself. I really, really like that. And I think the black on black there works a little bit better. Do you see what I mean? Where this has a texture and the texture on this, it does have a texture, which is really nice. It's got like quite a subtle kind of mottled wool texture to it. You know, sometimes I think these tops, if they don't have a texture and they look a bit too shiny, they look a bit plasticky. But this looks like a very nice soft cotton, or maybe even a very fine cashmere, which I think is very nice. And I think it's nice as well that it's not too bulky underneath the dress. You know, it looks like a fine knit jumper. Yeah, like it just looks very, very nice. It's straining a bit on the boobs, which I, again, as a curvy person, I feel your pain, Bella. Let's have a look at some of the colour options. That is very Bo Peep. But that's nice. Like the colours, they work, they match. That is a very nice one. I like that one a lot. Yeah, this is very cute. This is very nice. I like that one. That'll be really nice for spellcasters. Yeah, that is cute. I kind of wish there was a red, like the red dress with the black top underneath. Yeah, maybe I'd have gone for slightly different colour choices on that myself, but I like a lot of them. That one is very, very nice. Oh, look at the back as well, the detail on the back. Like the detail on the back there with those buttons and the kind of crossover at the back, that is lovely. Yeah, I really like that. I think that's a really lovely item. What else do we have? This one here. Again, nice and hipstery. I do tend to like this kind of content. I think that is a very pretty dress. Like, I really like that white. It's very boho. Again, nice kind of V-shaped detail in the back. You can definitely show off your necklaces with that neckline. Oh, and we get some pattern as well. I really like this pattern. Again, just so lovely for spellcasters if you have Realm of Magic. Yeah, I like this. I like this a lot. This is very much my cup of tea. It's very much my taste. And that belt as well is absolutely stunning. What a gorgeous belt. Yeah, really love that. Very nice. Again, I could have perhaps gone for a couple of darker patterns. And maybe I don't necessarily need quite so much colour. Maybe I would have gone for like a brown underneath that. Yeah, so I'm not enamoured with every single colour combination and every single swatch. Again, I do prefer it when it's kind of a little bit more muted, a little bit more toned down. But yeah, that is a very nice item. Very nicely made. The belt is gorgeous. Oh, this is nice. Oh, one thing that I have to kind of have a little whinge about, and I said this when we got the goth kit, is I would love a pair of gloves that have this kind of detail. Some really, really high, like either like, you know, almost like a pair of tights that you can wear under tops, or a long pair of gloves, so we can have this kind of effect on any item that we deem it suitable to be on. But that is very nice. I really like that. Let's have a look at the swatches. Again, maybe I would, that's very nice. I really like that colour combination. Maybe I'd have gone for slightly different colour combinations myself. I like that purple. But I do like the asset. I think it's wearable. Brilliant again for spellcasters. Maybe even like werewolves. I could see myself putting that on werewolves or modern vampires. Yeah, cute little hippy dippy item there. I quite like that one on her. Okay, and then let's keep going. So this is the one that we saw the woman wearing in the trailer. My feedback on that is that I don't really like this kind of gathered hem. I think it looks a little bit matronly, but maybe you want to put that on kind of some of your older spellcasters. I could see this really suiting Minerva Charm, for example. I would have preferred that with like a full length, ankle length, kind of lightweight flowing fabric, like maybe a silk. Would have also been nice with kind of maybe a velvet texture to the top there, but it works. And again, I think it will really suit someone like Minerva Charm. It is nice. I think I just personally don't really like this kind of gathered hem style. Yeah, the colour combinations again are really nice. Like that looks great. Like this is what Bella's going to be wearing when she's an elder, guys. Like I can see it happening now. I could definitely see it on someone like Cornelia Goth as well. Yeah, nice. We like it. Yeah, it is nice, and the colour combinations on that one are lovely. Yeah, really nice item. I really, really love this kind of belt with the moon on it as well. Okay, what else do we have for Bella? So we actually only get one top for adult women. Let me just kind of put a skirt on her. It's cute. I'm glad it tucks in. I do need more shirts that tuck in. And this kind of gathered hemline on the sleeves to create this puff sleeve effect actually looks quite sweet. I do like this. Do we have it? Oh, that is a nice pattern. I was expecting some plain swatches. Yeah. So minus a point for not having plain swatches. I would have liked that in like a plain white. Again, feedback for the Sims team. It's always good to have a range of patterns and plain. I do feel like that is missing a plain white and black, because if we had plain white and black in that, super usable. You could combine it with so many things. Also, it would have been cute to have had like a plain black with a white collar. It drives me mad because I'm trying not to use CC, and I do create my own CC from time to time, especially like things like Cass. And I'm so tempted to make my own versions of that. But again, it's harder to make CC out of an item if it doesn't have any plain swatches. So yeah, definitely minus a point for not having the plain options on that one. But I do like the textures. I do like the patterns. It's quite pretty. That one really suits Bella, I think. And then this really nice, and again, I'm so glad to have another blouse that tucks in. I could definitely use more kind of work style blouses. Really nice for formal wear, for example. Really nice for more work orientated Sims to have the kind of neat blouses, and we don't have very many that tuck in, so modern blouses that tuck in, I would happily accept more of those. This is nice as well. This is a really nice skirt. I really like the shape of it. It's a nice length. I like how it has this slightly longer thing going on. It's almost asymmetric in style on the hem, and these kind of really nice, it's got pockets, guys. Actually, they look like fake pockets, honestly, but with the little button detail, they are very, very nice. I like those. I will probably use this skirt quite often. It's coming in a really nice range of muted colours as well. I really, really like that red. Very, very nice for Bella. Yeah, I think, oh, it'd be nice. I feel like I'd like that if it was a slightly darker, like navy blue, but it is like, why do we have the two greens? Like, why two greens? Why not a dark blue? You know what I mean? Oh, that is so nice. That is really, really nice. I want to kind of mix and match that, I think. Okay, let's have a look at accessories for females. So we get the same two items, we get the same two rings. Again, that is really gorgeous. I might just put that on her. And we get some long socks as well, over the knee socks as well. I thought these were tights at first, and you could definitely wear them as tights underneath a longer skirt, but they are actually kind of like, if I just kind of go like that and take the skirt off, they are actually kind of like over the knee. So yeah, we can mix and match and combine those with a few different things. I really love long socks. I think they're really cool, so I'm happy to have another pair. They look quite saucy, actually. They look a little bit kinky. I like them though, because you could, like, depending on what you style them with, they could look a little bit kind of matronly, a little bit mumsy, a little bit grandma, you know, if you do have them on with like the longer skirt, or they could look quite modern and quite trendy, or they could look quite sexy as well, like with the high heels, like very, very nice. And then I think we do get a new pair of boots as well. So yeah, a different pair of boots than the men. Of course, we could always take off the feminine tag and access those male boots as well, which, do you know what, they look great on women too. I don't know why they're not enabled for women. So again, just extra top tip there, always remember that you can take off the filters and access more items. Yeah, they're really cool. And then you get these kind of more feminine ones. Are they tagged for winter wear? They are tagged for winter wear. Excellent. Good thinking, Sims team. And then yeah, let's have a quick flick through. They're very cute. They've got this little crystal on. They've got like the fluff on the ankle. Yeah, really, really nice item. And we get dark brown, which dark brown is my favorite color for boots, so very, very happy to see that. And you do also get these kind of like Cinderella style. Let me just take off the leggings there. You do get these kind of like Cinderella style crystal slippers. So like, I feel seen. I feel like these are specifically put in the game just for me, so I feel appreciated, and I appreciate you too, Sims team. Yeah, nice. A little bit over the top, but I think they'll be really good for like spellcasters. You know, if we ever get fairies, I think they'd be great for fairies. So yeah, little magic slippers there, a little bit Wizard of Oz as well. You know, I feel like I could click my heels together 3 times. They sparked a little, but nothing happened, and the big bad wolf's still in my bed. Anyone remember Alicia's Attic? I really, really love that band. Right, let's mix and match a little bit here. So let's get rid of Crystal Creations and just see what kinds of things we can do with this pack. Let's see what other boots we have. Do we have any other little ankle boots? Maybe with a bit of a heel. Ankle boots with a heel, please, Sims team. I feel like we've got a lot of flat boots. And a lot of like heeled boots that are kind of a bit longer. Flat ankle boots with a heel, please, because the base game ones are not it for me. Oh, these are really nice though. These are these in Kiana Rivals? These are really lovely with this kind of like slightly what would you call that? Like this slightly cud detail. Really, really like those. So yeah, we could do something like that. Very nice. I do really like this kind of cream colour. And then let's see what we can mix and match with in terms of like the tops. What do we have? I mean, that's a little bit librarian. Oh, something like that. Like, that is quite lovely. That's quite nice. Oh, yeah, like that. And then let's change the boots again. Let's maybe have the cream. And then, actually, let's take off the... no, that's not working for me. But you see where I'm going with this, right? Like, that kind of works. Does it? Maybe, perhaps. I'm not sure anymore. Who am I? Oh, here we go. Let's put on these kind of like dark brown ones. Maybe. I don't know, actually. I'm kind of second guessing myself a little bit here. Oh, something like those, perhaps? Oh, yeah, I like this. Okay. Yes, that is pretty. Oh. Oh, that is quite cute. It's quite girly. Like, that kind of works. What else do we have in terms of the tops? Like, something... No, I don't like that. Maybe something like this as well. I don't know. I need a little bit more time with it, I think. That's quite cutesy. I'll probably do a few little shorts. Up on my channel, up on like TikTok and things, showing some of the different combinations that you can kind of use if you have like lots of different packs in the game. That's cute. Like, again, let's take off those and put some of the new boots on with that. Like maybe something like... No, it just doesn't go. I have lost all sense of style, guys. I cannot. She cannot. She doesn't know what she's doing anymore. So let's have a look at this item. So, like, what can we combine this with? Let's go for... I don't know. Which one do I want to use? Let's go for that one. And just see like kind of what bottoms we can put with that. So maybe there could be like a nice pair of pants, like a nice pair of trousers that could work really well with that. See what I mean? I need more check bottoms. Like, and this is what I'm talking about. Like, how nice would that outfit be if this came in like a plain version? If you had like a plain cream blouse with these pants, that'd be such a nice outfit. That's quite nice. So yeah, there's definitely like options. You can definitely play around and kind of like get some different effects. That's quite cute. That kind of has a bit more of like a hippie calc. Let's actually just give Bella a slight makeover for this one. If we have like a more of a blonde style, and then we go ahead and we get like a cowboy hat. Like something like that. That has like more of a boho style. That's really cute. So you can definitely kind of like dress it up or dress it down. I think that's really adorable. Yeah, so watch out for my shorts and I'll kind of like have a few more like ways to wear. Like, I do like these tops, but I feel like we could mess around with the pants a little bit. So if I take off that and I go to like jeans, we could definitely kind of put it on. That gives it more of a kind of like Nirvana style look, I think, like a little bit more grunge, something like that as well, like very hipster. Or you can kind of like wear it with something a bit more traditional, I guess, like these kind of pants from Horse Ranch. Yeah, and then I think almost that looks kind of slightly preppy as well. Like I could see university students wearing that swatch. So unfortunately, no new clothes for male children that I can see. Are there new clothes for toddlers? No, it doesn't really look like it. So most of the clothing does come for adults, which does make sense because, you know, it's a craft related activity and, you know, you don't want children playing with gem cutting equipment. But I feel like there could have been a couple more jewellery pieces for children. I'm going to hold back because it might be the case that we can craft more items for children, you know, as you kind of craft jewellery yourself. I'd say Cass feels a little bit on the light side, but I think this is a strategic choice for the team because it seems like they've gone in and created a lot of items that you can craft. So it feels a bit light on first impressions, but you can actually craft a huge range of jewellery in a lot of different colours. Like the jewellery has to come in kind of like 1,000 different swatches because there's so many combinations that you can make, but with the different metals and the gemstones in game. So that's where a lot of the time and effort has gone into. So again, if you're thinking that it's a bit light on first impressions, the reason is that it's all gone on the crafted jewellery side, which you can't see, unfortunately, in Cass. So that's it. I do really like the Cass. It is my style. Yeah, there's definitely some items that I'm going to use a lot here. Bella with a hat and blonde hair. There's definitely some items that I'm going to use a lot here. I think they're really cute. Yeah, thumbs up to Cass. It's a win in my book. I think the style of it is very much my cup of tea. I could see myself wearing a lot of these items. Yeah, they do combine well with other items in the game. So yeah, let me know what you think of Cass. That was my Cass review. I'm done. Bye.